All right, let's talk about the overview of how to make a simple library and actually use it. So I made my library in CLion, which is like IntelliJ. It does cost money though. You can do it in Notepad if you want. Anyway, again, quick overview. I had a header file and a source file. Header file had our include guard, and then our function prototypes, class definitions, and constants. You might not have all of those things, just some of them. My source file includes the header file itself, and it remember this little function here differentiates it from Java. So if you've got a function for a class, you got to say what class it's associated with unless you declare it inside the class itself, which you don't in a header file. So here we are doing all our class functions and then just our other functions. So mainly function definitions inside your source file. Anyway, so I made all those. I got these two files, and so I copied and pasted them into a folder in the Arduino libraries folder. So let's go find that. So if you're in Windows, you can just go to Arduino. It's in Documents. I think it's pretty similar in Mac. So go to Arduino. Notice I got way too many files, but one of these folders is called Libraries. So click on that, and I made this folder called Library. It matches the name of the files inside. And so I got my header and my source file. And so now if I go into my sample library, notice I've included library. I've started it with quotes. I could have done it like this. It's the same thing, it just searches for things in a different order. The quotes are usually for homebrew sort of things, and the angle brackets are more for standard libraries. It's just kind of like order in which you look for stuff. So I'll put those back. Anyway, declare my person. I called him Jeff, and I said that his favorite number is the best number. And if you remember, in my header file, that was my constant, and it was 5. So if I go back here, I start talking to my Arduino, and I print my favorite number, which should be 5 at this point. And then I set my favorite number to 10, and then I print my favorite number again, which should now be 10. So it should print 5, 10. And then I'm going to test out my add function, which had nothing to do with the person class. And so 1 plus 2 is 3, so it should be 5, 10, 3. And then the last thing should be print would be 10 minus 1. Let's see if this works. So I'm going to double check I'm connected to the right port. I will upload my file, which hopefully works. And I will check the serial monitor. All right, checking out the serial monitor, and come on. There we are, 5. The best number, and then I switched it to 10. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 10 minus 1 is 9. It all checks out. So preprocessor directives happened. My header was thrown in here. It compiled all of it to machine code, and it also compiled the my source file to machine code. And then it was like, hey, I don't know what this constructor, how that works. I don't know this get number. I don't know how the at get number, but I've seen function prototypes, so I'll just leave bookmarks here. And then the linker came through and put in pointers to where all the function definitions were. And then we had an executable that Arduino could understand. And now your turn to do something similar. Good luck.